Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Alpha Traders. Here we are, Friday. Your next episode of Crypto and Clown World. Do we live in Clown World? Yep, unfortunately, we do. God, remember when we were kids growing up? I don't know how old everybody is. What a great place. Not a worry in the world, man. Now it's just madness. Madness. They got the people scattering, got them highly in debt, got them scared to death about war. It's a good way to control population, isn't it? You don't know what's really going on. There you go. If you don't think all these government officials are working together, I don't know, man. Wake up. Wake up. Look what's happening with our favorite, most volatile asset of all time, Bitcoin. Is it volatile? Yes. Has Bitcoin's data set dropped below the monthly range that we just got? Yes. It's right at the beginning of the day today. Right, you're looking at the alpha trading volatility range estimator. This yellow cross line is the center of the monthly range. Got a couple nice bounces. This first dump went right down to the second standard deviation normal distribution. You see this skinny blue line? I didn't just paste this on to line up with the freaking wick of this 15-minute candle. This 15-minute candle wick to the dollar to the 2SD, bounced back up above, closed inside the center of the monthly range. Went sideways almost all day today, right? At least through about the first probably 3/4 of the day, a little less than that. Finally broke to the downside, and you can see where Bitcoin was rejecting from. This white cross line up here, this white cross line right here, that's the 68.3% Laplace distribution range on this daily candle. Bitcoin could not get up and close the 15-minute candle above there. Rejected from there. Tried to bounce, right? First, here we go again. This 4-hour candle got a wick down to the first standard deviation, normal distribution, bounced back up, closed these three 15-minute candles above that monthly range, then dumped down. Where did we bounce from? This red dot is the first resistance level to the weekly range that's right here. Okay, nice tight weekly range. And I told everybody we're going to trend this week. Did we? Yeah, we trended to the top side. Now we're trended back down to the downside. So we bounced back up inside the first standard deviation normal distribution, this blue cross line right here. And that is on this daily candle. That is the 1SD to the downside. Once we firmly broke that weekly R1 and that first standard deviation, where did Bitcoin in about an hour and a half run to? This white cross line down here, that is the 95.4% Laplace distribution range on this daily candle. So for everybody on YouTube watching this for the first time, doesn't understand these distribution levels, there is a 95.4% chance Bitcoin's data set closes above that line today. There's still, though, a 4.6% chance it can break and close below. And if we see that happen before the end of the day, here's the second standard deviation normal distribution, 38,930 area right here. If Bitcoin breaks below this going into the last about hour and 45 minutes of the day, it's probably going to scream down to this weekly range. I'm talking about 37.6 is the top side. It's a very tight weekly range too. Let's go back here. This is what I'm trying to, this is, as alpha traders, this is why we use this indicator. Here we go. Here's the beginning of the week. Bitcoin tested that tight weekly price action volatility range. That tight of a range on the weekly is telling you Bitcoin is going to be trending this week. Bitcoin trended from about 37.4 all the way back up to about 35 or 45.4. And now look, it won't shock me at all by the end of the day today, especially by the end of the weekend, the full end of the week, and Bitcoin's right back down here like 37.6. So my question is, how you doing out there, YouTube Jimmy? You have no idea what's going on with BTC because you refuse to look at this kind of stuff. You want to use this traditional technical analysis. Hey, I got a news flash for you guys out there. 90% of the liquidity in any of these markets is being provided by the high frequency trading firm algorithms. Do you think they're trading traditional TA? No, they're not. They use volatility, probability, and statistics. That's where these algos, that's how they're moving this BTC data set around in a random market. And as alpha traders, we use an entropy indicator to let you know when those algos are trending and when they are random. My goodness. All right, let's get back over here. So what I'm going to do here in a second, we're going to go over onto my regular trading chart just to see what's going on intraday, 90-minute and below, to kind of see how this is going to end up in the next hour and 45 minutes. Let me see here real quick. Over here. Okay, you see, right here, right? The week of February 7th, rejected off the mean of the projection from the 41K low. Following week, ran a wick again, right to the mean of the projection, rejected. Get down here where we got that low last week at about 34.5 area. Okay, pulled back up. Guys, look where this weekly candle rejected again. Bitcoin is struggling getting above the mean of the projection. Now, is that mean of the projection at the bottom, at like where people are running their support and resistance areas? No, they're not. And that's why people that use that kind of crap get wicked out, right? Look how much it wicked out above it. Big time. So that's why this is that volatility creates these candles. Okay, people get really freaking confused. And if you look at a lot of these wicks, they're going right to current candle distribution levels. I mean, I can show it time after time after time again. That's just what BTC does. The algorithms that are providing liquidity, this is what they're trading on. So you can see right now where this weekly candle is, okay? It is below the 68.3 Laplace distribution range on the projection from that 41K low. That is not good. That is not good for Bitcoin. My opinion. I mean, me and MJ's a firm believer this bad boy's going to 20K. Hey, I'm not going to argue with him. Could it? Hell yeah, it could. Hell yeah, it could. You talk about some capitulation, man. You think that would shake some of these 42,000 longs out of their position? The BTC has a 50% pullback from where we're at right now? Yeah, it'll liquidate a lot of people. And considering, and this is just on one exchange, Bitfinex, you've got 1,200 shorted Bitcoins compared to 42,000 longs. A little bit of a discrepancy there. Little bit of a discrepancy. Here's another thing on the 4-hour. What's going on? Guys, I talked about this yesterday. If you remember correctly, Bitcoin was up here trying to find support on the reverse wave trend right here, this white dotted line. I specifically said if BTC gets a 4-hour candle close above that, we're going to run back down to the reverse fissure down here. It's at 39,882. So we closed this 4-hour candle below there. Look at the wick went up, tested it again. Here we are below the reverse fissure on the 4-hour. This is not looking good. Let's see here. And if you go over here, we pull up a 4-hour chart. Come on, baby, load up for me. Hey, batter. Ooh, bummer. Look what's happening right now. You've got entropy percentile. It is contracting, heading into positive correlation. You've got the entropy dropping into trend, highly correlated to the downside. Okay, you've got positively correlated volatility contraction. The variance on the 4-hour is having a statistical outlier to the downside. Log return z-score making its way back down into these lower confidence intervals. Most of the times when you see it go one way or the other and you get up above the 99% confidence interval, the log return z-score is going to make its way down to the bottom. We had a bunch of bull div building right? Had a bunch of bull div building. Now look at the returns oscillator. It's back down below the zero mean, right? Because was there a lot of bull div building? Yes, but at the same time, guys, higher highs on the oscillator, lower highs on the data set. What is that creating at the same time? Hidden bear divergence. And rejecting off the reverse Fisher, having an outlier on the 4-hour, returns oscillator back below the zero mean, the DLP candles gaining traction to the downside. And I already talked about what the entropy was doing and the volatility. The only thing that's not matching up is the historical volatility z-scores heading back up to the top side, positively correlated. If BTC dumps out here, you are going to see this z-score pop, and it's going to head negatively correlated. It's going to match up with everything else. Look at the price action just dropping down. It is literally following the Gaussian mean. Hasn't been able to break a candle above it. So, kind of an interesting weekend. The weekends have been a little bland lately, but I am looking for this area to get tested. And I'm telling you right now, this could happen by the end of the day. This could happen by the end of the day. Big time. And I'll show you why. Let's drop down here. Now let's go into the intraday charts here. Takumi's in the house, and Iscariot. Good to see you, gentlemen. Look at the 15-minute, look at the 90-minute entropy percentile expanding, significantly negatively correlated. Entropy is trending, highly correlated to the downside. Okay. Z-scores rising, significantly negatively correlated. Volatility is expanding, significantly negatively correlated. 90-minute as well, dumping down below the Gaussian mean. Fishers are still on their way down. Now there is no bull div building at all on the 90-minute returns oscillator. And also on the 90-minute, we're having outliers to the downside. Any bull div that was building on the DLP canceled out, right? There is no bull div on the 90-minute intraday chart. In my opinion, this thing is probably going to go down and test that weekly range by the end of the day, or coming into the weekend. Could go up though, right? BTC's data set is going to open up below the new daily range, which is going to be very low at this point. We close this 15-minute candle. Look, BTC hasn't been able to close the 15-minute candle below this 95.4 Laplace. If this 15-minute candle closes, which it's getting ready to close in 42 seconds, if it closes down here, look for a flush, in my opinion. Do we get a little bounce here? Right? This is the daily S3. This is the daily S4. Now, traditionally, historically, you're not going to get a close of a daily candle below this S4 on the daily. That is the limit of the daily price action volatility range. I'm not saying it can't happen, but historically, very, very low probability. And considering the weekly ranges below that area and the third standard deviations below that weekly range, if we do see a flush out here, I can see a nice bounce around 38K, right? Coming into the new day. But you guys, it's going to bring the new daily price action volatility range below this monthly range. All right. It's going to be bringing it down here. And we did just close the first 5.4 Laplace. Let's see how these algos react here, right? They all going to go into sell mode right now because that just happened, or are they going to push it back up above? You can see 2 wicks got below it, but they were like, no, we're not having it. There's a 95.4% chance BTC closes above that area. Second standard deviation normal distribution right below the daily S3, right? So there's a 95.4% chance as well BTC closes above that area, right? And we're talking 38,950-ish, 38.9. So let's see what happens. This will be interesting as this day progresses, getting closer to the close. Let me pop up on a higher time frame now. Actually, here, continue this real quick. Let's go into the 45-minute. I'm all over the place as usual, which is good. Yeah. Even the 45-minute is trending to the downside. Wow, this log return Z-score having trouble right here. Hell, it's folding over at the 99% confidence interval. We setting up. No bull div. No bear either, or hidden bear on the 45. There is a little bit of bull div on the DLP though. I'm telling you though, man, this thing is looking spicy, like it wants to dump going into the end of the day. I'll tell you what's not dumping. Hey, you should have longed oil. We're all getting ready to get the fucking shaft to the moon. $1.15 a barrel. Do you guys understand if this goes to about $150 a barrel, what we're going to be paying for a gallon of gas? Get ready. You can thank our administration for that one and no bumbling Biden goofball. Let's see here. Let's even drop down to the 15-minute now, because I know when me and MJ were up for the stream, there was a lot of hidden bear div on the 15-minute from this data set top here and right here. You'll see it here in a second. And it is playing out right now. The returns oscillator right now, look at the correlation of the return oscillator, right? It's building positively correlated. So what you're seeing on the returns oscillator, that's telling you expect to see the price action follow the returns, and that's what's happening right now. And you can see from this point, and this point, this higher high, and this point, hidden bear divergence on the 15-minute. 15-minute starting to have an outlier to the downside. There is a tiny bit of bull div building. And it's also, I'll tell you what though, we got this 15-minute. If it bounces here on the zero mean, all that hidden bear, all it did is created a bunch of bull div, right? With these lower lows. But if this returns oscillator breaks the zero mean, especially if these fissures continue down and you see some bigger DLP candles build, if you see this entropy percentile continue to contract with this nice positive correlation, and we start to build and the correlation to the downside on the entropy trend, like it just popped, we want to see bright pink to the downside. Look at the correlation on the volatility. It's definitely just crossed the zero threshold, negatively correlated, and the volatility is starting to expand below the zero mean. Tried to get back up above it, boop, they pushed it right back down. So 15-minute first standard deviation, 38.1. Right at the daily S4, right around in that area. If this thing dumps out right now, expect this to be shooting down to this 1 SD band right here, around that 38.1 area, 38K area. Would not surprise me at all. And we're talking $1,000 drop that could be possibly getting ready to happen. But look what we just did. I just said this too. Did I not just say this at the beginning of the stream? If this 15-minute candle closes below the 95.4, it's going to run down here to this daily S3 and this second standard deviation. To the dollar too. Look at the wick. It wicked up from there. Now it's wicking up above that S3. They keep selling. I'm telling you, if this 15-minute candle closes below the second standard deviation, look out below. We could get a wick down to this weekly range, close the 15-minute candles above this S4 going into the end of the day. So let's see how that plays out. Let's see how it plays out. Whoops, cancel that. Voila. Now let's check. Let me see here. We did get that 2-day yesterday, I believe. Let me see what this is for all the macro boys. But this is going to give me a little idea what's going to happen going into the weekend here. Yeah, March. Or actually, did we get a new one? Yeah. We just got this new 2-day. This is ugly. This is ugly. Let me see here. Volatility is totally expanded on the 2-day, heading negatively correlated. If that volatility does not contract and stays up there, we're going to have an ugly little weekend. Ugly little weekend. There could be a major gap to the downside here. Tell you what, this returns oscillator, though, dropping down. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. I was going to say there was going to be some hidden bull setting up, but yeah, these data sets, I mean, it could, but let's see what the price is down here, 37.2. I mean, we could set up some hidden bull going into the new week over this weekend. We're going to have to let that play out, though. Going to have to let that play out. Here's what I wanted to do. Let's go up to some higher time frames right now and see if there's any support. The 12-hour and daily. Boy, this price action. You talk about volatility. All right. What did I just talk about? What did I just talk about around the 38K area, 38.1 area? Look at the reverse fissure on the 12-hour. It's at 38.143. 38.143. The S4 on the daily is right about 38, right? And we were just talking about that 15-minute. We were just talking about the 15-minute deviation band. Let it pop up here. Look, it's 15 minutes trending hard to the downside. This baby could be getting ready to spill out. Come on, deviation bands. Give Bilbo some love. $38.110. Yeah, it's matching up right here with that 2-hour or 12-hour reverse fissure. This thing's probably going to scream down there. That's what it's doing right now, right? About 7 minutes. This 15-minute candle closes down here. Here's the 4-hour 95.4 Laplace. So there's going to be probably a little bounce there too. Then you got the third standard deviation, or hold on now, I'm sorry. Second standard deviation, normal distribution, right? Down here at about 38.4. But in my opinion, we're probably going to get a wick down here. Not surprised me at all. See on the daily real quick here. Wow. Below the power mean band. Usually when that happens, usually when you get below this power mean band, you're going to get a flush out. So, very interesting. Wow. Yeah, this isn't looking very good, man. This isn't looking very good, guys. Yeah, the Saron, right? That's why we trade low time frame volatility. Because do you know? Let me get back over here. You know how many people didn't take their fucking profit, right? You know how many people did not take their profit up here, right? And they just kept holding on. If they were in longs, they just kept holding on. Holding on. Who knows when they finally, if they've even got out of their position by now, I've seen people just sit in positions till they lose every dime they made. It is ridiculous. But you know what's going to be happening here soon if people didn't. They're all over leveraged. There's already probably some liquidations. Let's take a peek real quick. 11.4 million just in the last hour. In the last 24 hours, there's been 277 million liquidations, all longs. All right, pretty much all long. So, there you go, man. There you go. Here's my question to YouTube Jimmy that's literally on-ramping brand new traders onto these exchanges that offer leverage. These people don't understand leverage. They don't even know what the hell it is. They're just like, oh, I heard about this leverage thing. It's great. I can put $100. I can put $100 on there and go 100x. Oh, it's great. They don't understand what they're even fucking doing. These exchanges are literally giving you money to trade with. Do you think they want you to win your trades? No, they don't. They don't want you to win your trades. They want to liquidate your account. They're trading against you. If you don't think that these exchanges are literally, especially these crypto exchanges, if you do not think they are trading against people using their platform, you got another thing coming, son. This shit is not regulated. They're doing anything you possibly think could be illegal. They're doing it. Same with the NFT space. Scammers everywhere. People are like, oh, but they were such nice people. Yeah, that's what scammers, that's why they're scammers. Right? Oh, of course they're nice. Of course this exchange is going to give you some leverage. Guys, my God, this world's gone to shit, man. There are so many people out there with no brain cells. Here's what it is. I told MJ the other day, there might be a lot of people that are book smart, a lot of people that are really good at repeating shit that they've been taught, just a bunch of little smart parrots. Well, I read this in a book, so blah, 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 blah. I can parrot this shit. But when it comes to street smarts and having common sense, the world is fucked. The world is fucked. Common sense is not common at all. That's why people in the NFT space are getting freaking scammed. That's why these unsuspected, new, most of them young traders, cryptocurrency is literally their first experience with trading. And they're being on-ramped onto leveraged exchanges by these dickhead YouTube jimmies. This is Bilbo's Friday rant against these dumb fucks. This is definitely not office friendly or for your kids. I got the sailor mouth out today. But it's ridiculous, you guys and gals. They literally, you talk about scammers, these influencers, these YouTube guys that are just making these fucking their thumbnails just to get clicks. Weren't they all just bullish again? And now look what Bitcoin's doing, man. You think these people would the people that follow these people would realize, hey, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're selling programs. They're just trying to get clicks to get paid by YouTube. It's a joke, you guys. You're being scammed big time, and you don't even realize it. And then you got YouTube channels like Alpha Trading. They're literally out here telling the truth about the markets, how these algorithms that move the markets are trading. Dude, we get like 25 views on a video. It cracks us up, to be honest. That tells you how much there's literally no common sense these days. You got a bunch of sheep following each other around. They would rather watch YouTube Jimmy that's blowing smoke up their ass. YouTube Jimmy says, hey, market's going nuts. We're going to the top side. They're all going to get in longs. You know, most of them don't even know how to read the traditional TA that they do got to begin with. And they're all lagging indicators. Our indicators don't lag. They're all built on the returns, right? Returns are going to make the move first. Price action follows returns. That's why the divergence between returns and price action is the only divergence that matters. And now Bitcoin just closed the 15-minute candle below the 2SD. In my opinion, look out below, right? Look out below. This thing's probably going to flush another $500 real fast. Let's see what happens. It might pull up here and let's see how it reacts on this 2SD. I'm telling you, if it rejects right here, by the end of the day, you could see BTC's data set down here at the weekly. It might go outside the S4. But just from a historical value, things I've looked at in the past, probably get a wick down into it and close the daily candle above this area. So let's see what happens. But since I started this stream, everything that I said was going to happen has happened. It's just when you understand how to read these, really read charts. Not how YouTube Jimmy tells you how to read charts, right? Or tells you where to put your support and resistance lines or where to put your stop losses. It's all a fucking scam. All of it. The entire industry is a freaking scam, man. And people don't realize it. And that's why people like us don't get a lot of traction, because we go against the grain, right? Alpha trading's going against the grain. 99.99% of people on TradingView could give a shit about these indicators, right? They would rather use lagging indicators like stochastics and RSI and MACD and exponential and simple moving averages. Well, YouTube Jimmy said there's no way this 200 MA would break, but holy shit, it did, and now we're screwed. They have no idea where these distribution levels are and what they even mean, and that everything is about probabilities. Everything. That's why some of the best traders that come over into crypto, some of the best traders are former poker players, because they understand the probabilities, right? They understand things of that nature. Where new traders that are coming into this space, you lay this load on them about all the distribution levels of normal and Laplace distribution and daily, weekly, monthly price action volatility ranges. It goes over their head, confuses them, and they go back to watching YouTube Jimmy, which is fine, man. But that as an alpha trader, that just makes us realize, look, there's always going to be a fresh crop of people on the other side of volatility traders' trades. That's the bottom line. That is definitely the bottom line. Like there was a guy in another Discord saying that, hold on here real quick. Let me see. What did he say? And you know me, right? Let me scan up here real quick on this Discord here and find out what he said about the returns. People are pretty damn confused, ladies and gentlemen. What time was that? That was early this morning. Let's see here. There we go. Yep, it's 100%. Yeah, here it is. What did he say? One guy's like, I don't understand this sentence. When I start talking about returns and shit, people just lose their shit. Like, you are confusing me. First he said, let's see here. Just got to get this out because it just makes so much sense. Let me see. But they were talking about something with NFTs. I was just like, professionals invest and trade. Degens gamble and get involved in every shitcoin and NFT that drops. Crypto is mostly the younger generation. Their first experience in investing in this space is ruining them. But then he went off to say, he said, this isn't correct. Winning is not measured in daily returns. 90% of projects will go to zero over the next 5 years. And I was like, wrong. Returns are all that matters, and the returns in professional trading are on the 15-minute time frame and lower, where all the algorithms are trading that make up 90% of liquidity in every market. Then he's like, okay, let me rephrase. Winning Like saying P&L is not measured by short-term returns. Can we even be in a more of a clown world when you got people that literally say this kind of shit? And then what did I forget? Bum, 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 bum. What did I say to this kook? Oh yeah, I was like, go look at the FTX leaderboard for profit and loss over the last 30-day period. I was like, I haven't actively traded for over 6 weeks now, and I'm still number 90. I'm usually in the top 20 when I'm actively trading. All from returns on the 5-minute charts, sometimes the 1 minute. It's it's just this is what we're dealing with out there, man. This is what people think. Why? Why would somebody say something like that? Because this guy's talking about returns. He doesn't even know what the fucking returns are, probably. That's what's horrible, and that's what I'm out there trying to do, trying to get these people to understand. It's like, you guys, you are being scammed, heavily scammed. A lot of them don't realize it. Okay, you know what though? I'm done ranting. So anyway, where were we? Bitcoin is testing the bottom side of this 2SD right now. Let's see what happens. 2:36 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This 15-minute candle has 9 minutes left. If this next candle closes below this 2SD, this baby's probably going to flush. If it doesn't flush on the next 9 minutes. But with this S4 is probably definitely getting tested. I think we're going to get a wick down here by the end of the day. And that will complete this trending week. You kidding me? This thing trends up 8K and trends right back down 8K. Or it was like $7,500 or something. Wow. As a volatility trader, you literally have an eggplant growing in your pants. If you're female, well, however else, you get that boner going. But it's just crazy, man. That's why we volatility trade the low time frame. We understand the distribution. We understand the probabilities. We understand in relation where those distribution levels are with the volatility ranges. All this is the only thing that matters. That's what people are missing the point on this. Crazy. Now, let me go over here real quick. Let's take a peek. Yeah, because that's enough on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's looking bad now. I mean, especially the biggest thing is that there's a lot of fear right now. Right? There's a lot of fear, and just not in the markets, right? There's just fear all over the world. People are unsure of what's going on. And I'm telling you right now, that's the way these governments like to keep people, right? In fear and in high debt. That is the way you control a population. They're losing control, right? There's a lot of talk of freedom going around in the world. People are rising up all over the place. So what do? You create more fear and more debt. You lock people down. You do shit like that. And it's out of control at this point. So I would not be a bit surprised to see a big sell-off this weekend. People are scared. They want cash. And I mean, guys, look at the dollar right now. The biggest shit coin in the world, right? Let's see, where's it at? Where's my dollar chart? Where are you, baby? Dixie. 98.5. Do you guys remember? I mean, literally, when Bitcoin was making its run, Dixie was like 93 point something. I think almost right around 94. Look at the dollar just fucking rising. It's absolutely worthless too. I mean, they're running a big old scam on everybody right now. It's insane. Let's pop over onto Cardano at 83 cents. Interesting. What's Ethereum doing? Getting absolutely hammered too. 2,600. For all you ETH maxis out there that love the gas scam, enjoy. Enjoy. Or you can come over onto some of the other blockchains that have the gas thing taken care of. It's not just not some scam. The ETH gas scam. One day people will be like, wow, I didn't realize how much of a scam ETH was. Yeah, well, so Solana 87.8. Me and MJ were just talking, come on down. You know, As somebody that wants to do a long-term hold and do things, I mean, we're all, I'm just like, let's go. Let's get that. Let's drop it. Fuck it. I don't even care. It's like, I'd love to buy Solana at $50. I'll tell you right now, Bitcoin goes down around 20K. We're going to be getting Solana probably for $40, $35, $40. And oh my goodness. For somebody, it's like, I'm not putting any more cash into these markets. That's what I tell myself. I was literally trying to talk myself into putting cash into the market earlier. And me and MJ talk a lot, and then he just starts laughing. I know when he starts laughing that he realizes I'm trying to talk myself into putting money into the market. It's so funny. Yeah, right. Nothing's really sticking out. I mean, we got a couple things down 10% for Christ's sake. I know Time to Fly will be watching this. Look at Badger at $7. $7.74. Holy crap. But is anything really? I mean, you've got two. You got Rook and Rune. Rook and Rune are the only ones not bleeding out. Everything else is down in between about 6 and 10%. Back over here again real quick. What did SPY? SPY closed down 3.5 points. NASDAQ down 230 points. We're getting ready. CMEs are getting ready to close in 19 minutes. And the CMEs right now are at 39,360. I'll tell you what. Let's do a little work over here on the CMEs. Let's see where these babies are going to close. Let's see where CMEs weekly's at. Yeah, coming in, right? Coming into the wow, okay, let's see. Gapped up in the morning, boom, down. 38.4. A little higher, huh? 38.4. Well, I'll tell you what, these bears, they're probably going to try to push this down, have CME, because you look at CME's S4 today. All right. It's down around a little bit above the center of the weekly. Tell you what, man, they push this down and close out this week down here by this weekly. You see, there's one thing though. The weekly range is definitely going to go up. Is that good or bad for Bitcoin? Well, let me go back over onto the regular. Let's see exactly where this baby's probably going to. That's what this is, this weekend price action. This will define where this new weekly is going to be. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, I'll tell you what, a price action hovers around down here a little bit under 39 all weekend. The new weekly price action volatility range is probably going to be right around the middle of the monthly, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they freaking were just copycat of each other, to be honest. You see where this monthly. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, BTC hovers around down here all weekend. Like, let's say 38, where's this weekly at? Let's even go 38K up to about 40K. Just does like a little $2,000 bounce around over the weekend and ends up right back around here. You're going to see that weekly range be right on top of this monthly probably, which, think about it. How hard Bitcoin worked to get above all the volatility. Remember I talked about that earlier in the week, how Bitcoin's data set was above all this volatility right here. It's going to be below all this volatility. Not going to be good, man. Going to be good. This could be the beginning of a massive flush out. We'll have to see what happens. We will have to see what happens. But yeah, I think that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. I wanted to cut it a little shorter anyway, so we can get this video out before the weekend pops. Now, if we get a major flush out over the weekend and this thing really spirals out of control, put it this way, we close tomorrow's daily candle below this weekly. I might get on and do a stream tomorrow down on the Wolfpack channel for everybody. So keep an eye out on that. And that will, you have my word, if the BTC closes this new daily candle that we're coming into, if that candle closes below this weekly range, I'll come on and do a stream to kind of figure out where the hell this thing's going to go, because it could get nasty. It could get real nasty. YouTube Jimmy right now, he's spinning up a new, now he's spinning up new thumbnails from bullish to bearish, I'm sure already. YouTube Jimmy lags just as much as the indicators they use lag. Don't ever forget that. We're not here to lie to you. We're here to tell you the truth. And that's how I've always been in my life. I rub people wrong. Hey, man, that's okay. I tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. I've always been like that in my life. So, yeah, got a very, very tight group of friends. And those friends understand me and they appreciate what I bring to the table. But all that being said, if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, we are alpha trading. We trade volatility, probability, and statistics. We love to teach people to do the same. The link to the Alpha Trading Discord is in the description of all of our videos. You want to come in and you want to look at the shop channel, right? We got 2 different levels of our Discord that get you access to the alpha trading system. We do not sell indicators at Alpha Trading. We sell access to our Discord to get you access to an entire trading system. Open up a support ticket. Tell us what's on your mind. We like to hear from people. You can ask any questions you want. Negative, positive, whatever. We will answer your questions. We're a great group of people, very friendly. Well, anyway, I try to be friendly. I can only take so much. But I want to thank everybody for watching live in the Discord. Another perk of being in this Discord is you get to watch these live streams as they are happening. And wherever you're living on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. We close this daily candle tomorrow below this weekly range. I'll see you guys in the Discord tomorrow for another stream. If not, I will see you Monday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you guys.